Okay, welcome to this training session. I'll be showing you 6 ways to use the Excel function. The first one is add numbers in a range. We are also going to look at using the AutoSUM method. We are going to look at add numbers in an array. We will also look at nesting the sum function, then combine with another function, and of course subtract some function from another. So all these are just going to be methods that we'll be using. So let's start with add numbers in a range. So what you have here is a range. Okay. Now there's a difference between a range and an array, but an a range can be made up of arrays. Okay. All right. So an array is a column of data. So like this is an array, this is an array, this is an array, and so on. And then you can have arrays. Arrays can now be combination of all this. So if you have all these like these are arrays, okay, then the combination of that array is actually what we call a range. All right. So we want to look at summing a range. So this is a range of data. So what you do is you will type the equal sign and then you will put the SUM function, open bracket. Then you will select your range. You need to use your mouse button to pick your range from the beginning. So my range starts from P3 down, yes, to G6. That's my range. So I close the bracket and then hit the enter key. Okay, so I have summed the range of data. Then use the AutoSUM. Yes, now using the AutoSUM, you will not be able to achieve this type of results because you can AutoSUM vertically or horizontally. So you can AutoSUM horizontally or vertically. So that is why you see that most people, when they want to sum all values, they use the AutoSUM for something like this. So for this type of data, if you place your cursor down here, then you can go to your AutoSUM tool, which you find here somewhere around. Sorry, my system is collapsed. So let's see the AutoSUM hiding somewhere there. So let's see AutoSUM. But you can also use the shortcut. The shortcut is Alt equals. That is alternate equal sign. So I like to use the shortcut, and because I'm used to shortcut, sometimes you just find yourself looking for this AutoSUM that is here. So what you have is you hold down the alternate key and you use the equal sign. So you can get the AutoSUM to sum automatically. Or you come to this particular editing group. So usually, if you are not sharing your screen, or if you don't have a second screen or something, this is supposed to be expanded. So you might see yours expanded on your screen. So you can click AutoSUM here. The advantage of using it from here is that you don't you're not limited to only AutoSUM. You can auto average, you can auto count, you can auto max, and so on. Okay, so that's for summing. And if you want to use a type of data like this, Then you can sum horizontally, that is horizontally, or you sum vertically, place it below here, and then of course you have that. Good. So that is auto sum. But if you are to place your answer somewhere different from where your values are, then you must type the sum function just like what I did here. Okay, so let's look at, so we have seen AutoSum. So add numbers in an array. So you can pick, you can sum array. So what it means is that you don't have intention to sum all the values in the range at the time. So you probably want to sum the values in array 1, 3, and 5. So what you do is you type the equal sign on your keyboard, then you put the sum, SUM, you type SUM, you open bracket, then you will pick. So we are asked, so this here we have array 1, 3, and 5. So we are asked to add array 1. So you will highlight the first array, then you will hold down the control key on your keyboard. You will go for the control key on your keyboard, okay, the control key. Then you will now select array 3, and then while the control key is still being held, you are going for array 5. Okay, so you can close that bracket and hit the enter key. So this result means that we have been able to sum 3 arrays, 1, 3, and 5. So it's exclusive. Okay, now let us look at, so we have another example here. Of course, you can always do that. Equals SUM, and you go for array 2, 4, 6. So you select array 2 first, you hold down your control key, then you go for array 4, and then you go for array 6. Then you hit the enter key. Lovely. So this is the addition of the 3 arrays here. All right. So let's go. Let's see this. So what's the next thing we have here? Nest the sum function. So you can nest sum function. You can combine some function with another function. So for instance, you can say that you want, there's a function that counts values. Okay, so let's say you have a formula that says that after you have summed the values in the range, okay, you should multiply it by the count of array 1. So what this means is add everything together and multiply. So what we're trying to do is that just so for you to see all the possibilities that we have around Excel. So you can easily multiply. You can use the arithmetic operators with the function. So you can multiply, you can divide, you can add. All right, you can add. We have another function, maybe max. Um, this function gives you the maximum. So you can say add maximum value from array 1 to the sum of all the range. So what this means is after adding all these together, it's going to pick the highest value. and add it to the result. Okay, so it's good as saying 34 plus 73798. Okay, good. And so that is combination. So you can do nest, you can nest. So nesting is something like equals sum. You can get this and then maybe with addition of the sum of these values. Sorry. So I'm going to another worksheet. So I need to type the sum first, the sum function first. So sum then of these values here. Okay. So I can go on and nest the sum function plus another, and plus another as much as you can. You can combine them, can nest them. Okay. Then you can subtract function from another function, from another sum function. Why not? Let's say you have something like the let's look at this data. So let's say you sum this, you sum array 1 and 2, and you subtract array 5 and 6 from it. So some of these things may not be the normal things that you probably do, but we're just trying to look at the possibilities around these things, just for you to understand that the function is not just limited to maybe what you think. Maybe you think it's just auto sum, or maybe you think it's just a sum, a range, and you go away. No, you can use it. You can subtract sum from another sum. You can multiply. You can divide. So the possibilities are very. I mean, it's very wide. Okay, so this when you're using functions in Excel, you need to expand your mind to see what are the several various things I can do. This says sum, array, and subtract from this. So it's just like what I did here. Okay, then okay, so that is what we have in this particular session. So see you in another session. This particular video will expose you to the sum. So please share this video with your friends, like it on the YouTube channel, and subscribe. And you have access to more and more of this type of tools. Okay, so don't forget, subscribe, subscribe. Let me write it for you. Subscribe. So you click the subscribe button actually, and then you should like, and the notification button is also important. Notification, so that you can get notification when another video drops, and of course share with your friends. Thank you. See you another time. Bye for now.